Cup of tea, please, bartender.
Busy day, Jordan?
Busy? Where do I even start?
Why don't you start at the beginning? Tell me everything that's happened at the King's Theatre.
Everything?
Everything. Right from the very beginning.
Hiya, pals! I'm here in the wonderful Bennett's bar having a wee cup of tea because I forgot my ID and they'll no give me a pint of lager. Now, as you all know, Bennett's is right next door to our beloved King's Theatre, which is getting its long-awaited makeover. The grand old lady leaving street was awfully tired. She's basically getting the building's equivalent of Botox, Manjaro and a wee fake tan. Now, the King's opened 120 years ago, almost to the day, with a production of Cinderella, where legend has it Alan Stewart starred as the young Juve lead. Don't Google that, just take my word for it. Now, the King's has always been the jewel in the crown for the Edinburgh theatre going public. No Coward's Private Lives premiered here in 1930, starring Laurence Olivier, who apparently went on to have a no bad wee career, although he couldn't have been that good because he was never in River City. I'm told a variety show called the 8:30 show ran here from the late 1930s to the 1960s, which is an awfully long time. I hope they had a couple of intervals. In 1947 she hosted her first ever Edinburgh International Festival show. Those are the big fancy shows that all the really good actors do. Big Grant Stott's never done one, but as I said, it's all the really good actors. 44 years after opening, the middle-aged Kings had their first refurb, although I'm of the opinion that anyone or anything in their mid-40s are totally brilliant, are in their absolute prime and don't need any work done at all. In the late 80s, early 90s is when Alan Stewart and Grant Stott started their journey to become the absolute panto superstars of not only Edinburgh, but the whole of Scotland. I really have to say that? Can I not just say they're okay? Right, fine. Aye, they're amazing. In 2012, the King started letting some water in, so work was done to patch the building up. It was like ordering a big refurb off Temu, but a wee one arriving, except for John Byrne. He came and painted the dome, which is class. In 2018, fundraising began for the biggie, and millions were secured. And in 2019, a hugely exciting and seismic announcement was made. I was joining the panto team, and there was something else about redeveloping the theatre. And in 2020, we all ken what happened. The whole world turned to shouldn't really say that. And due to many outside factors, the costs went up quite a bit. But loads of wonderful people stepped up to save the Kings, and only £12 million of that is for my solid gold toilet in my dressing room, which I totally deserve because me and loads of Capital Theatre staff ran the Edinburgh Marathon to fundraise for the project. And now's obviously no the time to mention I ran it in 3 hours 5 minutes, so I'll keep that to myself. And in February 2023, construction began. We demolished the old sloped stage, the concrete staircases, the bars, the toilets, removed over 5,000 tonnes of rubble, pushed 1,600 wheelbarrows of it by hand. And when the team were digging out a lift shaft so your granny can get up to the upper circle, they hit bedrock, which caused a bit of a delay. Although I've no idea what the Flintstones were doing there in the first place. And when they finally found their way out that hole, they found a bottle with a note in it from 1906 that had been hidden above the stage that whole time, and that made the news all around the world. And that's it. Everything that's happened at the King's so far. And now it's your turn. We want to hear your memories and hopes for the future, so please visit Capital Theatre's website and be part of the story.